when we saw our heroes, Parthanax, the team's trusty sorcerer, had been kidnapped after trying to get a team portrait made and having some other team gear made. You returned home to figure out that it was a blue dragonborn that had something personal against Parthanax that had arrested him, thinking it was his evil cousin, we'll say, someone that this party has met before, everyone except for Everly and Rena. So you were sent into a demiplane to arrest this cousin of Parthanax in exchange for the reward of getting your sorcerer back. After getting a bag of magic beans that allowed you to enter the demiplane, you entered his personal sort of lounge where you found some treasure, totally obliterated some of his defenses. I mean, it was just pitiful. He was shrunken, beaten over the head. There was more to it, but he was thoroughly decimated. And then Rena was almost thoroughly obliterated by the demiplane falling apart. You guys were able to just escape and move to what's being called the administration center, this sort of large ruined castle. And just before we left, there was a talking clam that was thoroughly annoying Iru, which she tossed out into the ocean, which was eaten by some sort of sea monster. So now all you see ahead of you is a small little rickety rowing boat and about 1.5 miles of water before a sheer cliff face. What would the party like to be doing?
So exactly how long has it been since this giant serpent coil has been going past us?
I like to imagine it's still going.
Oh.
So since we last saw our party, and I like to imagine it kind of ended. The episode ended with about 30 seconds of curling. We now pan in with about 30 seconds more curling, and it's now showing the party's faces as there's still a little bit more sea snakeage going on.
It's terrifying. It's utterly terrifying. Does anybody have any ideas?
A little far away to punch, so I got nothing.
The boat does have oars.
The boat does have oars. Is the boat big enough to carry us all?
Yeah, it's going to be... Hex might have to sit on somebody's lap.
Aru's got the biggest lap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might have to do something with the weight distribution of the large half-orc and also the human clad in plate mail. There is some relief as you finally see like a large tail come up, and then there's a large plop and the water is somewhat still.
Does anybody have any special abilities that they haven't told the group yet? If they can do anything with water? Or no?
No.
Okay. Same.
This is not good.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Well, everyone, I guess there's only one thing for it. Let's load up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's get in the boat.
Yep.
How many miles is it from our destination? Huh?
At least a mile, maybe about 1.5 miles.
Okay.
And that's a mile to just cliff face, right? There's
Yeah, so
pathway up here.
So you guys did get a spyglass, or Niken did loot a spyglass when he was looking at those bandits. If you want, Niken, maybe make a perception check, see if there's anything of note.
Yeah. Perception. Uh, 15.
You do see an entrance sort of like a cave opening, sort of shaped like a snake's head or mouth. But it looks like that's at least the waterborne entrance. It's straight ahead of you guys. You're like looking to the sides, expecting it to be somewhere else, but it's straight ahead.
I'll relay that to the group. You guys want to try that?
Go somewhere else.
Do the cliffs look like they're accessible at any other point?
No, it's looking pretty sheer. Okay, if you went off maybe far, far to the right, it's a little bit more hospitable, but then you are having to trek it through those crags into the castle. It's looking like that cave entrance is the conventional entrance from this point.
And then we can be sneaky and get inside too.
Well,
The administration center is closed. There shouldn't be anyone here.
You got your mic
All right, well, but original plan, right? I guess let's get in the boat and ride towards that entrance.
the way that,
Okay.
so I guess Rena and Eru on opposite ends.
Yeah, I may need a little bit more on my end to kind of offset the weight of that plate mail, but that should do it.
Okay. Well, Hex will be with you on that end. I don't think that adds a whole lot more weight.
Yeah, and Hex has got plate or really heavy armor himself. Despite being of small stature, he's very dense, so that's probably a good idea.
And then
I guess all the half elves will ride the middle then.
yeah. Oh yeah, the elves in the middle. All right. Everybody who has ranged attacks, prepare them.
And Niken, do you want to be in front since you saw where everyone was going to sort of guide everybody? You do have the
Spyglass.
I like to imagine
I-
that picture of George Washington. Well, yeah, yeah.
Niken in his black billowing cape and his spyglass
Yep.
standing.
Yeah.
standing around. That's a good
cape
image.
just flapping in the wind.
Yeah.
And I like to imagine that's how it looks in Niken's mind, but from the outside perspective, nobody can see Niken at all. It's just four people in a rowboat.
Are you gonna try and disappear on a rowboat?
I was gonna say, I think he turns off his stealth mode just so he can look cool.
Yeah. He's making sure he's
Yes.
But yeah, I'll go up front and then I'll have my crossbows ready also.
okay. So there's only 4 oars. You'll probably be on lookout and be the weapon. If everyone else wants to make me an athletics check, please.
Nat 1
Okay.
for a total of 4.
Get him out now.
Yeah.
I got a 17.
Okay.
$16.
All right.
25.
Okay, so Sella is not pulling her weight, and the boat is now listing a little bit off towards Sella's side, really. There's a little bit of drag. Niken, you do know that you guys are being pushed off a little bit off course. Niken, can you make me a perception check? Everyone else try to make another athletics check to straighten it up a bit.
That's another 25.
I got a natural 20. I got 27.
Okay.
I rolled a 2. 5.
17.
I got a 60.
Oh my goodness.
Come on,
Niken,
cuz.
Do all the freaking
Get it
work!
together.
with your natural 20, you realize the boat is now pointed directly towards a large, what you can see even with your natural 20 right now, it's just a large bump in the water moving towards you. But there's definitely something large moving towards you guys at high speed. Since you are seeing this right now, is there anything you would like to do?
Yes, I want to kind of yell at my teammates. Be like, hey, we need to fix this. Something's coming to us, and it's really big, and I can't see what it is, but it's huge. We need to go left,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
fast, like now.
Can I roll again?
Yeah, now it's getting pretty dire. Ami has his little doggy paws out the back, and he is doggy paddling for his life like a little propeller.
God damn it. I rolled a 6 for a total of 9. Just, God. That's not much better, is it?
No, we're not going to cut it. So you guys now are directly pointed towards something large coming directly towards the boat. Do you bail out? What's the plan here? It's getting very close.
Can I cast my shrinking spell on it so that it can't tip us over?
You can try.
I can try. Okay, I will try then. Let me roll.
What is it a saving throw I have to do, or is it something you roll for?
Let me look at it. Hold on. Yeah, you have to do a con save of
Okay.
15.
Eek. It's saved.
Okay.
Does anything happen when that happens?
Let me check. No, no effect.
All right.
Sorry, guys, I tried.
Yeah.
As the magic sort of bounces off of the wave, it starts to open up, and you can see the mouth and the teeth of this large plesiosaurus coming towards you guys. The mouth is maybe about 60 feet away and hauling. What is the plan, Afterparty?
We don't have any spells that can propel the boat forward, I don't think. Niken, can you put something that big asleep?
I can try, but it's huge, so that means his hit points is probably really high. I need to like get the whole hit point,
Yeah.
like add it. I can probably do fair. I can make it afraid of us, and that repels it basically.
We should try
Um,
that.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
if
gonna
you're
try,
down.
that, DM.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a wisdom save.
Okay. It's all right at wisdom. I got a 16.
Ah, geez. Yeah,
Damn
you
it.
got it.
And Parthanax has the dragon head.
I think I have a mind whip. Hold on.
Dun 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 dun. All right, everyone's gonna get you have got time for one more action before this thing slams into the side of your boat, or actually straight into the front. And right now, it looks like it could swallow all of you guys in one bite. So, what's your action here?
Hey, Rena, do you have anything magical? Or maybe you guys can convince it to not attack us?
I'm trying to look. I have one of my bigger spells is Hunter's Mark, but it has to be bludgeoning damage, so I have to be within range. And then I also have Hold Person, which is just like a paralyzing spell for close ranges too.
Would that work on a huge beast?
Let me double check.
And the humanoids only.
Humanoids
right.
only? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Other than we've got Bane, which is a D4 debuff. And that's about it. The only other idea I've got is to maybe stand at the head of the boat and hit this thing hard enough with my hammer to knock it off course. Or,
I love that visual.
Okay. So, unless anyone's got anything better.
I don't think so. I have javelins too, but that's it. Yeah.
All right, I'm going in with the hammer, and I'm going to see if I can convince this guy to move somewhere else.
Okay,
So
if we go down, we all go down together inside that fish, so we don't get separated. Just in case.
Yeah.
The plan B.
We can fight our way out.
I was gonna say,
Exactly.
be like a Odysseus in the belly of the whale,
Yeah.
slice our way out.
Yeah. I could just hear this muffled from inside the stomach. Don't split the party. All right. Iru, this massive beast head, bigger than any you've probably seen before, is coming towards you. What do you get to hit it?
That is a dirty unicorn.
You smack this massive head and tilt the head of it just away from your guys' boat. And it goes sailing just past you guys and comes down into the water just behind you guys. So you are safe from its mouth, but unfortunately, due to its size, it has now created a large wave, which is about to flip your guys' boat over. I need everyone to make me a dexterity saving throw to see if you can land in the water gracefully, or if you're going to be tangled in the boat.
10. Stella does not do water well, apparently.
18.
And 22.
13.
14.
You guys are actually all clear of the boat. Now sinking down in the water, you see below you a circular, looks like a circular stone ring, and down below it looks like it's a dry stone tile floor, and in gold letters in different languages around the circles, it says auxiliary entrance. About 30 feet down.
Go to that. I'm going to that. I'm going to that. And that's all I said. I said, go.
I'll follow.
We'll
Yeah.
follow Iru's lead.
So I just need a athletics check from, what did you get, Niken, again?
14.
14? Yeah, Niken, Everly, and Sella, an athletics check to see if you can swim down quick enough. The rest of you, with your good enough roll, were able to not only get clear, but get down enough that getting into the pool is going to be no problem.
Dirty unicorn.
I got a 6.
I got a 21.
On seeing this, Everly, do you think you'll be able to hold your breath long enough? Can I lifeguard carry Everly towards?
That might need to happen. Go ahead and make me just a strength check to grab her and pull her down. Get the
24.
All right. Yeah, you are able to get her in your grasp and down into the entrance of this place. Let me move you guys over.
Yay.
I did not want to fuck around with that giant snake.
Oh, I guess I need to grab all your characters.
I assume Hex just kind of sinks to the bottom,
Yeah.
being a small rock. Rena too, actually.
I like to imagine Hex uses Ami as like a sort of propeller. Like, you know those things that scuba divers use, that little turbine engine they hold on to?
The tail spin.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's no
I
way
thought
I'm
it's
gonna
ears,
get
but
this
yeah,
one
yeah. Okay, so you find yourself in the circular room. There's a hall in front of you. I hope I've revealed a little bit enough so you can see. Go ahead. It is dark in here. If you don't have dark vision, you're gonna have trouble seeing. And it smells god awful, like rotting fish.
Who doesn't have dark vision in our party? Just Rena?
I believe Rena is the only one.
Okay. I'm going to take Rena by the hand then. Be like, just stick close.
Yeah, I don't have it, so I'm gonna like link arms with somebody.
Well, that was exciting. Should we push forward?
Yep, I will. Does anyone have vision better than 60 feet?
No.
No.
All right, I'll happily lead the way.
Alrighty.
All right, the floor ahead of you is a little bit crumbled, but you're able to make your way through. A little rough to walk through. You notice that there's a bit of a room just ahead of you guys. And as you start to pile in, there's some hissing as two Sahuagin sort of put themselves back into the corner, surprised by your presence.
Okay.
Do they appear to be a threat, given that they ran away into the corner?
Okay, so no, as you were walking in here, they were already there. They were already standing in that corner, and as you guys came up, you surprised them, and they're just sort of backed themselves in the corner, kind of hissing. They're not actively attacking you, but they don't look friendly.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna give them a friendly wave and then kind of hug the wall on the other side, maintain not exactly eye contact, because I don't know if that'll piss them off per se, but let them know that I see them. And
Yeah.
I'm hands up, like I'm good, man. I'm good.
Yeah, every like movement you do, there's a hoot.
Yeah, given they seem pretty scared of us, I'm just figured let's just walk on past them, not pay them any mind.
Sounds good.
So, you guys, oh, that's a wrong tool. Come to a fork in the path, and there's two more Sahuagin, which we're kind of surprised. One on the upper, call it the upper path, is so scared he flees a little bit around the corner.
Not that I mind Sahu again. We're going to have an awful lot of them behind us at some point.
I'd say let's put Ren at the rear flank. I'll take the front, and then Sella, if you want to be Rena's eyes, and then just holler if any of them decides to get jumpy and attack us. But I kind of want to follow the one that ran down the left side here, or I guess the uppermost path.
Does that sound good to you, Rena?
Yes, I will. I can do that.
Cool.
Okay. So you guys are going up. Always does this. That kind of hooks like that. And then around that second corner, there's kind of like a magical bubble domed out just beyond its outside and all the water. If you had to guess, the Sahuagin went out of it. And looking out, you can see the shadow of that giant plesiosaur that attacked you guys, as well as other large sharks, schools of fish, all sorts of aquatic life swimming just outside that small, I keep wanting to call it a hatch, but it's like a bubble. Thin membrane separating you from the water outside.
Okay, magic window.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, I will relay it's a magic window and see if anyone has anything they want to do with it, or if we should just go the other way. Anybody want to do anything? You going the other way? What's
I
that?
say let's go the other way.
Yeah.
All right,
Mhm.
and then we'll reverse order, single file back the other way.
The one Sahuagin that's in the corner that you guys have got kind of surrounded is very perturbed by your guys' presence. It's holding a sharp stick. It's not threatening any of you with it yet, but it's really thinking about it with the close proximity in here.
I guess no one make any sudden moves. I'll keep my eyes on it. I guess if he runs at me with the stick, I'll probably just take it from him.
I also
Hi,
have
Captain.
the shield that anybody can hide behind if he does.
All right. Continue on.
Trying to reveal all of this here. All right, so there's the path either keeps going straight ahead. There's one directly to your right, and there's also two further down. The middle path seems to be flooded a little bit. And as you guys are seeing this, Hex, somewhere in the back right now, mentions to you something about a few of the floor tiles glowing. You guys look back to see what he's talking about, and all of a sudden, Hex, Ami, and the Sahuagin he was next to sort of blink out, and they were replaced with a piece of stonework that's totally unrelated to what's going on here, and a bunch of sand comes with it, as if a different piece of a different plane got replaced where Hex and Ami were. And this does bust open the dungeon up a little bit, and water starts to pour through. You're now standing in about
Oh, no.
inch-deep water.
Is it coming like quickly and violently, or is it kind of a not that scary stream?
At this moment, it's not too scary because it's coming through the brickwork of whatever's just been teleported in. But you can see the bricks start to move, and the flow is getting more and more rapid. It's all right now, but you don't know how long this is going to hold. There's been some structural damage.
Okay, well,
Okay.
I'm gonna holler all the way up to the front. The Hex is vanished, and there's water, and we probably ought to move.
Okay, let's start running, guys.
I'm into that.
This first entrance here, what do I see when I look down it?
So the middle one is flooded. It looks like it's going down, but it looks like it was always supposed to be underwater.
Okay. Next one. Meantime.
Very damaged. It'd take quite a while to walk through all of this, and the path just at the very bottom of the map once again is totally submerged, but it looks like it was constructed to be that way.
Hmm. Well, guys, do we swim or do we climb?
The path that is damaged, is it going up?
It's just level.
Okay.
Okay. But it's dry, right?
Yeah. I mean, damp, but not flooded.
How quickly is the water come now?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, where's the
Oh,
water?
Like, how deep is it?
Mhm.
Um,
That's been coming in.
oh, it's now just under everybody's ankles.
That I'm happy with.
Did we see what this was?
Yeah, you guys would have seen same thing. Very, very damaged.
Okay. And that's level, not going up? DM?
Yeah, no, it's level.
Okay.
Do we want to risk going into one of these underwater tunnels and seeing if it lets out somewhere else? Like sending somebody first to do it? Was really high athletics.
I have good news. I found a torch in my bag. So I have
That's
a
fantastic.
yes.
that does make climbing seem more feasible.
Yeah.
Or if it's only ankle deep water, or I mean, I guess it would depend on how nasty the flood area is. Torch and water won't play too nice, but if we're, I guess we could go either way, but I'd say the torch would probably be better for trying to get over rocky ground versus in water.
And I should mention, like, everywhere is ankle deep right now. The flooded passage, you would have to swim through.
Yeah. All right. Well, if we're all set on climbing, let's get to it.
Yeah.
I'd be happy to give a piggyback ride to anybody with particularly low dexterity or athletics.
As long as I'm not rolling like an idiot, I have pretty good athletics.
All right, let's go for it.
All right, so you guys going down the damaged path then?
Yep.
I think so. Yep.
Can I because I don't have well, I guess my night vision, not having night vision doesn't matter. So if somebody wants to stay near me, just in case.
Will do. I'll stay near you. I'll stay near you.
Okay, so I either need an athletics or acrobatics check, depending on how you're trying to get across it.
I'm just trying to guide Rena, so that would be in athletics.
I got 23.
All right.
23
I'm
from
gonna-
you as well.
And I got 24.
18.
7.
What happened to Sella?
Not-
Sella
Yeah, tonight is not your night.
No, I don't know what's wrong. Oh, goodness. So Sella trips over a rock and fucking biffs it.
Yeah.
I feel like Xir was prepared for this and hung out nearby and is going to attempt to.
I like to. You don't even look. You just hear the noise and you just reach out like that. Nope. Okay. With that, everyone will get across. Once you're on the other side, you see that all of these went to the same place. However, oh, there's only one of them. There is a whole horde of Sahuagin. I got 3 tokens, but there's about 6 shapes. It seems to be a Sahuagin nest or a lair or something back in that corner, and they look very upset about your presence.
We should go.
To the very bottom, at first you think it's a flooded tunnel just because you can see outside, but it's actually like like a glass aquarium tube tunnel.
All right.
Let's go that way.
Yeah, you guys move forward. I will stand behind and glare menacingly at the hooligans to be like, don't try it. Don't try it.
Iru, since you're staring at them, they are standing in front of a bunch of pearls. Big pearls. Like something like that.
Well, I like shiny stuff.
They are much shiny.
No. Can I roll a history check whether or not those are the who?
Sure.
God fucking damn it. Not one.
Yeah, so hooligans make pearls. Maybe they're eggs, you don't know.
Well, Iru has many vices. However, I feel like flooding water versus shiny objects, I'll leave them alone.
Okay.
If it was a cask of ale, we'd be speaking a different story here, but I'll leave the shiny rocks alone.
Shiny rocks could stay. Okay. You guys do walk through this glass aquarium tube for about a minute. It is equal parts beautiful and terrifying. Some of these fish are just nightmarish. After a while, you do walk into what would be the cliff face you guys were seeing earlier. And after a little while walking down this pathway, which is lit, you come to a set of stairs leading down. You guys go down them? It does say administration center above the entranceway.
Yeah, I think we should, guys.
There's nowhere else?
Yep.
No, it's
Yep.
sort of a one-way path.
Mm-hmm.
Off we go then.
All right. So you guys start to move down some stairs and see some more familiar stonework. Can I get everybody's passive perception?
13.
17.
Okay.
Eight.
16
for Michael.
I have a 12.
Okay. Sella and Niken, you notice that the stairs you're walking down, there's light coming from in between the steps, albeit subtle, and a quick glance, it looks like there's a room behind the stairs. I dropped all your tokens. Let me reveal the area. Where, you don't have to tell Iru, but you see some casks of ale being stored, and the hallway takes a turn.
I'm going to explore the room a little bit. It is just standard ale in these things.
Oh yeah, there's some lager, there's a stout, there might be an IPA.
Oof, all the worst ones.
Yeah,
You're just gonna go for the lager, I guess, while Sella's looking around to the quick ale break.
I want that to be actual dialogue. You come up to the wall of it. Ugh, all the worst ones. So you do, as you guys move down, there's a hallway with a room coming to the right, and you see some light coming out of that room, and then the hallway takes another sort of turn. You can never tell what's revealed. There's a chest over there in the corner. So you guys, you've moved close enough. You can see in that room.
Okay. Oh, hey, stuff.
There's some bedrolls laid out, a small fire and a brazier, some supplies, and in the corner there's a chest with some gold coins coming out of it. It's not a chest, more of a strong box. Something about this size.
Ooh, shiny.
Take the shiny stuff. I didn't get to have the shiny stuff before. I want this one.
Go look at the shiny stuff.
Can I investigate this chest right here, right next to me?
Yeah. In it, you find a steel dagger, so just a regular dagger,
Yeah.
7 gold pieces, and a silver piece.
Cool.
How much we got in this strong box down here?
3 platinum pieces and 37 gold coins. And a necklace with a holy symbol you don't recognize. Actually, no, it does look somewhat familiar to you, Iro. You've seen it somewhere, but you can't quite place it. If you wanted to make a check, I could let you. You have seen this before.
Is it a religion check or history?
Yeah, it'd be religion.
$16?
It looks like Rena's god, Ayun.
All right, I'm gonna holler over to Rena and be like, "Hey, I found a necklace with your mark on it."
I'm gonna gasp like a child. Just.
Yeah. And so, Rena, upon looking at it closely, this is not just a regular holy symbol. This is from one of Ayun's famous temples that was sacked, maybe 50 years ago, and all the stuff from it looted. So this is it might not be a priceless artifact to anyone else besides a follower of Ayun, but for you, this is a big deal. This is some lost Ayun property. You need to get it back in the hands of someone holy.
Hey, DM, what's this? Looks like a cage.
It looks like a cage of some sort. There's a sign in this room that just does say storage closet. It appears that this is an extra cage for somewhere else in this dungeon. Some of the crates reveal like cleaning supplies, extra manacles.
Cool. The dagger that I found to you, I'm gonna give it to Everly. She doesn't have a weapon.
Okay.
Why, thank you.
Just a plain old dagger.
Yeah.
To interject right quick, DM, could you remind me the amount of platinum we got in the box?
3. And it was 37 gold pieces. And it seems these bedrolls have been used sometime within the past few days. This is somewhat recent.
And the fire is lit too. That's
Yeah, based by the nature of this fire, it appears that this brazier is pretty much always burning.
oh, okay. Magically?
Yeah. Like a prestidigitation sort of fire.
That's cool. Is there anything else in this room besides cleaning supplies, manacles, anything shoved in the bedrolls?
There are some books, Scylla, but they are mostly manuals, technicals. If you really wanted to look through these, you can feel.
She's not even going to look at them. She's going to pick them all up and put them in the bag of holding.
You're not looking at them. You're just putting them in. Just putting them in.
Nope. It's a book. Well, I'll glance at the titles. What are the titles?
One of them does catch your interest because you've heard this term just yesterday. It says operating manual for rod of planar binding, which is the thing that's keeping these demi-planes together that blue dragonborn told you guys might want to get because it's going to blow up if you guys don't get it out of there, and it could be used to make something like a shape-shifting Ami.
Mm-hmm.
Is what he
I'm very
insinuated.
excited by that prospect. I'll put all the rest of the books in my bag. I'm just going to actually hold on to this one.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and read it as we move, which is probably a stupid idea, but she's a hardcore bibliophile and she can't not.
So
it's a book.
did you guys want to take a rest in this sequestered away area or keep moving. You have had some combat. You've seen some spells. You mean you guys could potentially explore and then come back? But this does seem to be a little bit of a hidden area from the rest of the dungeon.
The timing seems convenient, and Iru could sure go for a nap.
And I know probably a lot of us need our spells back.
Yeah.
All right, I vote for nap time.
Okay.
Do we take a full rest, guys, or do we do a short rest?
I'm down for either one. Let's do a full rest. Let's do it proper.
What's our time looking like?
You still have 2 days before this place collapses, so you've got some time. You could sleep, dungeon crawl, and sleep again, and still
If you
probably
guys
be
sleep,
good.
pick your
Do you want to explore a little bit forward before we come back and take a good nap?
I vote for getting sleep over with and have all of our hit points and spell slots prepared before we go exploring more.
I agree.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, so who is taking watches?
And I can take the first watch.
Okay.
I'll stay up with him. I want to read that book.
Okay.
I can take the morning watch.
Okay.
I can stay up with Iru in the morning, read my prayer book, something.
Okay. Sounds good. I'm going to grab a quick cup of coffee, but since Niken and Sella, well, I'll have it. Sella, you were in your book. You were focused on that. Niken, go ahead and make me a survival check. And are you staying in this room, or are you sort of like walking these hallways?
No, I'm staying in by the
Okay.
entrance. I'll move my guy though.
I'll be right back. Just give me a survival check. What'd you get?
I got a 12 at first, but then I used my luck. So the second row was a 17.
You don't hear any noises close by. If you had to guess, no one has walked down that hallway that you guys first saw when you walked in, but somewhere else in this dungeon, it sounds vast. You've heard some echoing footsteps. Once you almost were a little bit hopeful that Ami might walk up because you heard that mechanical sort of noise that he makes from a distance, but then it faded kind of quickly. Sella, what you've gotten from reading this book, important things. The rod is held in what would be the southwest corner of this facility. So the bottom left, we're looking at roll 20. If one was to remove it, they need some sort of magical glove or like any sort of like magical item, magical armor would work to grab it. And once you grab it, you've got about 45 minutes before the place tears itself apart. So it's probably something you guys want to do at the end, or when you have got the evil Parthanax in your custody.
Would Mage Hand work on it?
Yes, that would work.
Okay. Beverly, do you have Mage Hand?
I believe so.
Okay. That works. That gives us at least 20 pounds of force with which to lift it, because I have it too. We have
The
had
rod
good
itself
joint.
isn't that heavy. It is kept in a sort of protective sphere, and all of this is kept in a large body of water, sort of like a fountain, to keep the whole thing cool. Being used, it is very hot, thus the either mage hand or some sort of magic armor to be able to grab onto it. It should cool down somewhat quickly after taken out of place, though everything is falling apart already. This will exacerbate it. You've got about 45 minutes before total collapse.
I make note of this. We must have an exit strategy before we take it. All right. Good. I'm glad I have that information.
All right, yeah, so that's sort of your guys' watch. Passes pretty uneventfully, except for some noises further in the dungeon. And then I believe it would be Iru and Rena's turn. Rena's getting her prayer game on. Like, what's the ritual look like? I just want to know it. Are you doing like a dance? Is there movement involved? Are you just in a corner, like bent over? Are you flogging yourself? What's going on here?
Okay.
I think it's pretty peaceful. Like in my bag, I have incense, so I'm just doing like metaphysical stuff, like just wafting the incense over my prayer book. Yeah, saying prayers in the corner, like like yoga.
You roll out your Ioun mat that you've.
I got a little Ioun incense and everything. Like I had a little symbol on it and everything.
You even brought your Ioun pants. Okay. Can you guys make me a survival check?
Waste of a nat 20. 23 for me.
And I got a 12.
Brenna, you might hear the word of your Lord Ioun. That's the noise you might be hearing. Iru, you have heard some very strange noises coming from out in the hallway. Something, while you guys are here, definitely did walk past the stairs. Something heavy footsteps, and there was very mechanical. There was like the whirring of gears with it. And then you heard, it sounded like a metal ball or something rolling across the stone with some speed. Nothing came back and messed with you guys. You guys are pretty safe where you were, but you definitely did hear some large mechanical footsteps and some sort of metal ball roll about.
And does that sound like it's getting closer or just happening elsewhere?
It went across here. Since you got a nat 20, I will draw the direction it went. Oh, let me change that color. They went that way.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna go check that out by myself.
Yeah.
But I think we'll stay with the crew until everyone wakes up, unless I notice it coming closer or anything. But I will let everybody know what I heard.
Yeah, you saw it or you heard it just in passing, and that was, if this is now when everyone's waking up, it's probably about the middle of your watch, so maybe a few hours ago.
Yeah, no, all right. So when everybody's up, I'll relay that I heard something big and some droidy cuts roll past.
I'm glad we found this room. It seems to be away from the main patrol.
If I were to hazard a guess, that did sound like a patrol of some kind.
Well, are we ready to get going? Should we go back to the main hallway or should we continue forward to the secret passage?
You know what? Since you guys have been here, I'll just reveal what is around the corner since you're here all night. It was just a small pool, just some water. This is where I would have introduced Nick's character.
Oh.
Whom I will DM shame for a moment. No one has anything, anybody who has anything that's like +3, right? Well, everyone's magic items are pretty low level, +1, right? Yeah, the homie boy gave like stuff three or four +3 magic items. Just remember that. Remember that. Remember what he gave himself and what he gives you when I give back control. But anyway, that is neither here nor there. We resume your Dungeons and Dragons game now in session.
Darn, it's an empty pool.
All right, well, it sounds like we're gonna go figure out what's up with that patrol.
Mhm.
See if it's still going. I'd want to walk the direction I heard them going.
Okay.
I'm gonna whip out my journal and I'm gonna start making a map. Just in case.
Good idea.
Do we find any additional torches in this room?
No, the adventurers that were here, it looks like they had stashed some loot they found here, but then went out again with whatever, gear they had, and never came back.
Okay. It's too bad we can't take some of that fire with us, the very magic fire.
It's a heavy brazier. It does have an off switch if you wanted to carry it and then turn it on somewhere, but it is, a couple 100 pounds. Erie would have to like deadlift it and then farmers walk it through the hallways.
I think that's okay. We'll be fine without it. Who wants to go first?
I'll take point.
Me and Rena in the back again?
Sounds like a
Yeah.
solid plan.
So as you guys walk out into the main hallway, there is a sign on the wall. You guys were a little bit taken back by the secret room at first. So on it, there's some arrows, and where that pink arrow pointing down in that direction, it says Rod Control Center, an exit, and pointing up, in this case, if you're looking at the Roll20, it says Rent Office, Vaults, and Complaints Department.
Well, you was the one who had to pawn it first, and it looks like a lot of squiggles. So, I'm gonna have somebody else read that, relay that back to me, and then which way do we want to go? Sounds like the rod and exit is what we're after.
I would like to at least take a look at it before we go much further.
Yeah, I think getting that game plan is
I
probably
would
it.
like you guys that we need the rod and we have to get out of there 45 minutes before everything collapses. So good exit strategy is required.
All right, I guess we're going that way.
Okay. Deal. Reveal, not hide. Well, you see some grates on the floor. There is a dead goblin, similar to the ones that you'd seen last time. He has a similar earring if you wanted to take that for the 25 gold piece reward. He's laying on the grates, and he is just chock-a-block full of holes. It's like a Swiss goblin.
Okay.
Squishy.
Don't stand on the crate.
Yeah.
It's probably
That's
the good
lights or some shit come out of there.
Is there any way to disarm it?
Looking, well, you know what? Go ahead and make an investigation check. Whoever wants to investigate this trap.
Nick can come look with me.
Okay. Okay, I'll roll an investigation.
11.
Oh, hell yeah. I got 24 on my roll.
Okay, Niken.
Yeah.
You see, there's no sort of mechanism to turn this thing on. They are plates that, when stepped on, just sink down. There's nothing you could do to sort of stop it. You just can't put any pressure on them, because the moment you do, they just drop down onto some spikes. Something at the bottom, you'll notice that the goblin's sitting there because as soon as it hits the bottom, pushes itself back up.
Okay, so when new pressure goes on it, it'll go down again and then go up.
Yep.
Correct? Okay.
Yep. The goblin is so light right now, it looks a couple days dead. It's been drained of all its fluid. It's small to begin with. There's not that much weight laying on it. You can see that one's pressed down maybe an inch or two, the tips of the spikes just pressing into that poor gobbo.
Can I mage hand my rope and then wrap it around the goblin and pull the rope to me?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I need to
Make
roll
me an
anything?
Arcana check to see if you can tie a rope tight enough with your mage hand.
Roll a what? I'm sorry.
Arcana.
Arcana. Okay.
It's a cantrip. You can do it, but how well can you tie this knot?
Okay, I got 11.
It's not as tight as you'd hoped, but it's enough to drag this boy across. You're like, it's not tight on him, so it kind of slips up, and then it's caught under his arms, and you dragged him weird. It's not easy, but yeah, you got it.
Okay.
Kind of reel him in like a fish.
Yeah, I'll take whatever that was on him, the earring and anything else if I see anything.
It looks like whatever weapon he had, he dropped down in the grates.
Okay.
He does have a potion on it, and it says it's a purple potion with silver sparkles in it, and it says Thirsty's long rest in a short rest bottle. It says this on the back, if you drink it, it causes you to pass out for 4 hours immediately, but you get all the benefits of a long rest. If an elf were to drink it, they'd just be put in a forceful 4 hours trance, and side effects do vary.
Yeah. Okay. I'll keep that for the team. Yeah.
You know what else you could keep that? Bad guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Knock them out.
You're gonna wake up so refreshed.
Not at all.
Yeah.
So
No, they are out for 4 hours, but when they wake up, they're going to be reinvigorated.
So that's I like Jessica's Stella's idea. So my sleep, I have to get the whole hit point. With this potion, is it just automatically through sleep?
Yeah, no, you take it's like fantasy
definitely
movie
keeping that.
almost. Like you're out.
What? Yeah.
It's like you just drank NyQuil.
Cool. I like that.
The best sleep you ever got, unintentionally.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like we just have to jump across.
It is. If we measure here, can anyone jump 20 feet?
Not directly across. Like diagonally.
Could we go like diagonally?
Corners.
Yeah,
Sure.
get the corners. Mhm.
A little hop right here.
Yeah, everyone will need to make an athletics check for me to hop into the corner, and then another one to hop out.
Send me your good vibes, guys. God.
I got a 15.
Everly, that's good.
Am
You
I
jump
rolling?
across.
Athletics.
Yep.
11.
That was close. Cello, is that a 9?
I'm rolling again.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 24.
Hey, Rennet, since you're a paladin, don't you have an aura or something that helps people on these sort of things? Or is that just saving throws? Are you not that kind of paladin?
Not in this build. It's an Oath of Vengeance build, so there's not
Gotcha.
a lot of. There's a little bit of team buff, but it's really just the lay on hands.
I can always use my inspiration.
Do you want to? Because this is a pretty gnarly spike trap.
Yes, I don't want to die. So
You've not been doing good.
I know. I'm not sure what's wrong with me today. Nat 20.
You jump over the whole thing.
Yay. She'll walk.
No, with a nat 20 though, you are good enough to get through both. You don't have to do a second one. Everyone else, give me just another one to see if you can hop across the other side. Renna, you were really close, but since it wasn't a natural 20, I couldn't give it to you.
13. Oh, wow.
Niken, you just have to switch to acrobatics.
Can I, DM?
Yeah, do a flip.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can
What'd
I
you
do
get, Emily?
acrobatics?
What'd you
I
get?
rolled a 1.
Would anyone like to save Everly?
Yep.
Again.
Why can I save everyone? I don't think
I
I
imagine Iru's already on the other side. Just
Yeah.
pull her to the end. And that's a 24 for strength.
Yeah, you grab her. The hem of your robe does get caught on one of the spikes, Everly. It does snag a little bit. That's got a runner.
Not my outfit.
This is worse.
Right.
I have
Darn.
tons of spare clothes. Don't even worry. We'll find something for you.
Thank you.
Pull it out. It's just covered in that gold glitter.
Oh no.
It's like sequins now.
I love it.
I didn't think about that.
Okay, Nike, did you do your second one?
No, I just did 1. Let me do the other one.
So I thought you asked to do an acrobatics.
I got a 12 on this one. Kind of bad.
That's still good enough to get across.
Okay.
It was 10. Sal almost got it that first time. Okay, now that you guys are all across. Oh. You see that there are reveal tool. Hallway going off to the right, if it will let me reveal. Hallway going down and around a corner, and the one going and down around the corner does say that is towards the rod operations center, rod control center.
I got more squiggles. Who wants to read the lines?
Read squiggles. Does this other over here say exit?
There isn't a sign pointing down that way, but you can see that there is a sign down this hallway on the other side with some more arrows.
All right, let's stick to the arrows. Arrows.
Yes.
Got it.
All right. The road, the bricks ahead are a bit crumbly. Not so bad you have to make any sort of check, but it is rough terrain. It is very slow going across these. There's a closed door on the other end. Yes, you're just like that. That slow crawl. So there's a closed door in front of you leading to the Rod Operations Center.
I do think it's kind of weird that there hasn't been like any security or anything yet. So this door makes me nervous.
Are there any squiggles?
It says, Rod Operations Center on the door.
Is the door locked?
Do you want to check?
I'll give the handle a jiggle, but I don't want to push it open yet.
It is locked. From inside, you hear, "What was that?"
Okay. I got another idea. I'm going to keep jiggling the handle and see if I can get the person on this other side to open it.
Yes.
You just hear a voice saying, "Send 2 destroyers to check it out." And then you hear that rolling sound from deep down the hallway again, from somewhere behind you.
Can I roll a spell?
Sure.
Oh, that's trash.
I'm going to
And
try and be diplomatic about this, and I'm going to yell at them. No, we're here to help you. This place is going to crumble if we don't get you out.
I was going to say something more along the lines of, hey, I forgot my key. Can you let me in?
Which one do you guys want to do?
I kind of want to try the... I'd like to try maybe the I forgot my key. Can you let me in?
I'm down.
You fools, go to the rental office.
They just sent me down this way. Until they said that you'd be able to help me out.
There isn't a response from the other side. If
Would
you
you guys
could
like
see
me
them,
to
I would give you
kickbox
more
it?
information, but there is no verbal response. The metal rolling sound is getting louder and louder.
you guys want me to pickpocket it? It's up to you
Pickpocket
guys.
who?
Do you want to
The rolling?
try and thieves tools the door open?
Yeah.
All right. You do have thieves tools, right, Nikon?
Yes, I do.
All right. So that's just a dexterity check.
Yep. Oh, it's so low. 11.
That does nothing.
Yeah.
One of your lockpicks breaks in the door, Bethesda style. All right. The screeching gets louder and louder until 2 metal balls appear behind you. They pop open, and their hands are each crossbows. And I need you guys to roll initiative. I love that you said droidicas earlier, because I've had this map made for weeks with those on there. Oh, I need my,
17.
there we go. All right, now I'm ready for
10.
initiative. So it's a 10. What else we got?
Nike got 17.
9 for Everly.
All right.
I got a 9 for rent.
9 for Brenna. And Iru.
7.
Oh my goodness. Afterparty's still waking up today.
So do they have like a shield around them?
No, they're just metal as of right now.
Okay. As of right now. Okay.
So we're not
No.
dead yet.
I think in response to being right about the droidicas, Rue is going to rage.
Yeah. And I did consider it, but someone else would have to be there to cast a spell on them due to the rules of Dungeons and Dragons. I feel like there's some things I have to follow. Anyway, one of those Rolly balls that I totally came up with on my own is going to make an attack. Its first attack. Does a 13 hit you, Everly? No. Okay, that
No.
bolt goes past you. And Renna, does a 21 hit you?
Yeah, it does.
Good. Fucking better. For 5 piercing damage.
I guess.
Okay. Niken, it is your turn. And now you'd mentioned you wanted to stealth before, but then you tried to pick the lock. So you're not in stealth currently, just so you know.
Yeah, my stuff was really bad too. But
Yeah, okay.
yeah. Can I roll a stealth again then?
Yeah, you can start. Yeah.
20, 30, 20.
You feel hidden. None of your party members can see you, that's for sure.
Yeah. I'm going to use my crossbow. And
Okay.
I'm going to get the one on the bottom.
Okay.
Does a 25 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
How much damage?
It does 9 damage.
Okay. It takes half of that as it is resistant to piercing damage.
Yeah, I kind of figure. Okay. I end my turn.
Okay. It is the other destroyer ball's turn. Let's see. Renna, does a 16 hit you?
No, it does not.
Okay. And Scylla, does a 13 hit you?
No.
All right, you guys are both safe from that volley of attacks. It is now Scylla, your turn.
Are you all unfrozen? Okay, I'm sorry. Do these things have metal on them as well as wood?
They are made of metal.
They are made of metal.
They are made of
Entirely.
metal. The crossbows are metal as well.
Huh. Okay. Damn it. Let me read a spell real fast.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
I feel like casting heavy metal on these guys would be a bad idea because we would all just get hurt. So instead,
Doesn't it just heat them up?
yeah, that would just make them really hot and probably set us on fire instead.
They won't mount?
I don't think it gets that hot.
Yeah, from what I understand, it would definitely do damage to an organic creature, but since this thing is entirely made of metal,
Yeah.
I don't think it hurt it too much. I could buy it doing some points of damage, but it probably not the effect that Stella was looking for.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. Instead, I am going to. Gosh, darn it. I'm going to cast Blade Ward.
Okay.
And I'm going to move forward. Just there.
You can only move half your movement speed because you are on rough terrain, just so you know.
Okay, so I was.
I think wherever you move is fine, just making sure.
Yeah, okay, I'll move here. And I will end my turn.
Okay. Everly and Renna, who has the highest dexterity?
I have a 15.
Mine is 16.
Okay, Everly, you go first.
Okay. First, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast my Blade Song.
Okay.
And then
What is the blade song? What is this? You don't have to sing it, but like, is it like some, the song? What's going on here?
Mama say mama sama makusa.
yeah. I envision it's like a fight song, like Mortal Kombat. It
Oh,
just pumps you
yeah.
up. Yeah. Okay, and then I'm going to cast I think I'll do Cloud of Daggers. And it affects a 5-foot area. Are they both within 5 feet of each other?
You know what? Yeah. I don't think the tokens are at this moment, but yeah, we'll say they are.
Okay, cool.
If you put it right in the
So
middle,
it
it would
will
hit
affect-
both of them.
Sweet. So yeah, it'll affect both of them. It's a spinning dagger cube. And I'll just have to roll for it to see the damage that they take.
Okay.
This is 44. I do it four times. Is that right? Where did it go? I'll just do that, right? Just kidding. Forget. Okay, so it takes 11 piercing damage.
Okay.
Oh no, not piercing, slashing.
Okay. So it's going to take 6. It's resistant to slashing and piercing damage.
Okay. And that will end my turn.
Okay. Rena, you are up.
All right, so I'm going to cast Bane on both of them. I can choose up to 3, so I'm gonna do it on. And then you have to make a Charisma saving throw at 13.
As you can imagine, metal orbs are not very charismatic. That one was a natural 1. That's 3. So no, they.
All right, so anytime that you make an attacker saving throw, you have to roll a d4 and subtract that to the attack or saving throw from now on, or for a minute. Yeah.
Okay, for 10 rounds. All right. I will try and remember my best, but make sure you remind me. I will write Baned on my whiteboard here. I won't draw a little wrestler though. What else do you want to do?
Out of the rubble.
I'm gonna try and crawl out of the rubble a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, you could move out of it. It looks about 15 feet to the edge of it, so you could use your movement to get out of it.
All right, and then that will end my turn.
Okay. Iru, you are up.
If I remember correctly, dash is you spend your action to move twice your movement speed, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that would normally be 80 feet if I dash, so I think that would get me enough to. I hope it's enough to get across.
Oh. Let's see. You can move
Once
40.
I pass the bricks, is my movement speed back to normal?
Yeah. You know what? Because you'd get out of the bricks and then have normal movement speed, and you're dashing, you could go right up to them. Because you're honestly like 7, just under 10 feet away with your 40-foot movement speed.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna spend my action to get all the way up on him, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to make my rage attack. I'm going to attack the one on the left with my great axe.
So the upper one in this case? Okay.
Yep. 22 to hit.
That hits. What weapon are you using?
The great axe.
Okay.
Although, actually, well, I'll save it for next turn. I'll use the Warhammer next turn. I feel like bludgeoning damage would be better against something metal. And then that is a 13 for damage.
Okay. And half of 13 is totally a number I can think of. That is 6. Okay.
And that will complete Eru's turn.
All right. It's looking a little gouged up, but still quite operational. And it is that one's turn. That was a nat 1. That was 2 nat 1s. It shoots its friend. How much? Does 2 damage.
Someone said howitzer.
That's a good one. Niken, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot the one on the bottom with my wand with magic missile,
Okay.
and I'm gonna do it 7 times. Wait, is it 7 or 8? Okay, 6 times I'm gonna do it.
Okay, so 6 bolts. How much damage do you do?
Damn. 12.
Okay. And which one were you targeting again? The bottom one?
The bottom one, that's correct, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so your magic missiles poke holes straight through it.
Hell
Snap.
yeah.
Looking like it got riddled with machine gun fire. Still functioning, though. Anything else you would like to do?
I'll end my turn at that.
Okay. Next is the other one. It rolled a nat 1. Come on, boys. And then Eru does a 16 hit.
If it meets it, it beats it, indeed.
Okay. For 8 damage.
And that's, is that piercing damage?
That is piercing.
So then that'll be 4 while I'm in rage.
Okay. You're just unaffected.
Yep. Someone threw a pencil at me.
Yeah. And next would be Sella.
I'm going to take a note out of Eru's book, and I'm going to first cast Blade Ward,
Did you
which
just do that last turn, or is that a one-turn
it
deal?
only lasts 1 round.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast Blade Ward again, and then I'm going to dash. Can I do that after I did that? Well, I don't really need to. I'm going to use my full movement to get up next to Eru.
Okay.
Come on now. Okay. There we go. And then a little bit more just to get around this guy. I know I will take an opportunity attack.
Yeah. It's just going to try and, like, swing the crossbow at you. It does not hit.
Okay, cool. I'm going to end my turn there, and now Eru as flanking.
Okay. Everly, you are up.
Okay. Can I move
It's gonna be
just,
half
yeah,
going through that terrain.
just to like right here so I can get more of a clear
Mhm.
line to this, the one
Yeah.
on the left?
Top boy, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I'll just move to about right there-ish, and then I'm going to cast my Witch Bolt. And get to it. Does a 17 hit?
It indeed does. I am looking up something, but go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's
That's
right?
damage, see?
Oh, is that no? Okay. My bad. I actually rolled damage first. I went back and re-rolled the actual hit, and it was higher though. It was a 22. So.
Okay, yeah, that's
And then damage is 17.
And so then damage would be 17.
okay. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't immune to lightning damage or anything like that. How do you want to do this? I have a visual, but
Yeah, I kind of imagine it since it like a Star Wars-esque
Darth
vibe.
Sidious.
Darth Sidious, yes. Lightning fingers attacking it. And then it just bursts. Yeah, totally.
everybody's shouting. Fits.
Ow.
And you
Yeah,
said, yeah,
sure.
the top one. Yeah.
Yes, the top one. And that will end my turn.
Okay. Rena.
All right, I'm just gonna get nice and close to the last one. I'm gonna whack it with my long sword.
Okay.
I got a 15.
No. Just dink right off.
I'm like after the dink, I'm gonna like do like a little twirl and like go and try and like slash again. Another 15. All right. All right. Well, I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay. You're up.
All right. Upon seeing this, I'm gonna go in with the hammer. There's no dink with a hammer. Here we go. 21 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
14 damage.
How do you want to do this?
You
I will say this, just before you start, it has 1 hit point left, but I know you've got more attacks, so you're going to do it anyway. Just keep that in mind.
I want to squash it like a bug. I think this is going to be a straight down. I want it to comically have its arms bend out in just goofy directions and smash it like a pancake. Have it look like a dead spider all curled up, bent the wrong way around.
Yeah, it's just like curled. You guys ever seen those like hydraulic press crushing videos where they just put different? It's like that, just kind of like curled up around the edges. Okay. That is
was
that.
satisfying.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Sella?
That was oddly satisfying to watch.
That got me. All right. What is the plan, after party people?
Which place did the guy behind the door say we needed to go to get the key?
The rental office.
Well, this place is closed. Given what I've seen of its security, I feel like we'd be all right pushing our way over there, and then we won't have to hassle with DMV-style lines to get through the rental office. I'd imagine we can just smash our way to get the key. Or my other ideas, that door looks pretty solid. I don't think we could smash it. Niken, do you have any more tools to keep trying to crack it again?
Can I DM? Or is that it?
Do you want to try again?
Yeah, I wasn't sure because one of the pieces broke.
I assume you have many in your bag of lockpicks. Yeah, you can try it again.
Okay, I'll try.
This is a premium lock. I'm telling you right now.
Maybe some
Almost have a 20.
inspirations or something?
I got a 15.
That is not going to cut it.
Damn.
Does anyone want to try? I don't know. Maybe heating up some sword or the door and pushing through it as it's red hot. I don't know. There's just been some motifs that have come up. I know, but you can't try to open it again that way. You could try and smash it open. You guys could go and find the key.
Well, I know someone with heat metal, and I have a hammer that can smash off handles or locks after it's nice and hot.
Yeah, just get the whole door apparatus molten hot and then just punch it through. I could see that working.
It's worth giving it a shot, I suppose. Won't hurt anything, except maybe your hammer. Your hammer should be fine. Okay.
It's a magical hammer, so I feel like it'd be fine.
Okay, let's go for it then. I will start casting heat metal on the door.
Okay. You start heating it up. Iru's preparing a swing. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
13.
13. You almost hit Sella's hand, but yes, you do knock the door open. And
Doors open?
door is open, and I'm revealing it. I'm totally not frantically putting stuff because you guys went to the end at the beginning. That didn't happen. In there, you see a large man entirely made of metal holding a staff. He's with a small girl, appears to be human, but your characters wouldn't get this reference, but I feel like this is the best way to describe to the players. Kind of Borgish, some mechanicals going on, and it seems to have been in certain areas almost like a rash or something like that. In the corner of the room, you see appears to be like a large fountain in which there's a golden clear orb, and you see a bright glowing rod inside. And this large mechanical man hands a wand to this small girl and points at you and says, "Do it." And this little girl, hand shaking like this, raises a wand at you guys. Would anybody like to do anything?
I want to roll a stealth
Okay.
so I can go in.
You guys are visible now that the door is open.
We also need to know which way is out, and I'm seeing someone pointing a wand at us that's scared to use it. That makes me even more scared. So I'm going to yell, "Run!"
That's
And
fair.
I think Like, we got a glimpse of what we need to see in here. The door's already broke, so they're not going to lock it again anytime soon. I say we need to find a way out and then come back. And then maybe we'll be prepared to deal with what happens here. Or maybe if they chase us, I hope we're faster.
We also have to remember that they can call security on us. And security might not always be easily defeated droids.
I'll take 'em.
I will give you this based on this scenario. He doesn't look like he works here. He looks like he's been trying to unmantle the rod.
Oh, he's trying to pull it.
Yeah, he looks like an invasive force in this space.
I want to try and reason with the girl and see if we can get her to not attack us and maybe save her butt.
The mechanical man is in here. Do it. Do it now.
Iru is definitely, like, Iru don't do magic so great, so I'm going to run around the door and just kind of peek, but be ready to duck behind.
You guys have about one action before this little girl pulls the trigger, just out of pure fear at this point.
Okay, then I'm going to yell, wait, you don't want to do that. We're here to help you. I promise. We can get you away from that metal guy.
The little girl, is she metal too, or is she like humanoid?
She's mostly
What is
human,
she?
but it looks like she's got some like metal rashes. Like she's like turning mechanical in spots.
Could I use my crown of telepathy to like read her thoughts as Sella is trying to convince her not to attack us?
Yeah. She really wants to make her dad proud. But she really at the same time doesn't want to kill all you guys with this fireball.
So the metal guy's her dad.
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a 23 in persuasion.
She's not she instead of holding the wand like this, it's not quite ready to fire. Still in her hands though.
I'm going to mage hand it out of her hand.
Okay. You grab it, and then her dad grabs it just after that. Actually, how about we do this? You roll Arcana to see how fast you can pull it away versus his dexterity.
Can I cast Hold Person on the metal guy? I can paralyze a humanoid for, let me double check. For a whole minute. So you have to. He would have to make a wisdom saving throw of 13.
Okay. Sella, what did you roll first? Let's resolve this first.
I got a 9.
Yeah, it's not good enough. So it's
No.
in his hand. Let's see if he can make the wisdom 13 saving throw. Roll a 15.
The spell ends on the target. Aaron.
Okay. So he gets the wand back. Where are we at now?
You're in the doorway. He just had a spell cast at him, so he's still reeling a little bit. If we want to do anything besides run, we'll roll an initiative.
Yeah, upon finding out that they're trying to remove the rod, I'm not running.
We kind of have to stop them. Okay.
I agree.
Initiative it is.
All right.
I got a 17.
Okay.
Niking got 5.
Sella 16.
Okay.
Rena 19.
And 15 from Iru.
Okay. The party's starting to wake up. Rena, you are first.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna move closer to them. I don't think I can move all the way. All right, I'm gonna try casting Hunter's Mark on the big metal guy in the back. He looks more intimidating.
Okay.
That's an automatic hit. He looks like he just gets a mark, and then he takes more damage whenever Ren makes future attacks.
Okay.
So it's an extra, yeah, d6 on bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
Trying to see what else I could do. All right, I'm gonna try, because I'm still not close enough. I'm gonna try throwing a javelin at the big metal guy.
Okay.
That's a 28.
Oh. Yeah, that hits.
All right, and then I got a 13 damage.
Okay. Just poison. Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
now I end my
javelin
turn.
sinks deep into the gears of his chest. The little girl shrieks upon seeing her dad injured. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, that will be it for me.
Okay. Next, it is his turn. And he's going to put his fingers to his mouth and let out a very harsh mechanical whistle. Bursting in from the doors behind him, 2 of what looks like Ami, but evil. And sort of, if I like to imagine, if Ami were a dog, he's pettable, smooth, rounded, cute. These are sickly, nasty looking, between like a Great Dane and a hyena. Are going to run up and sort of protect the girl, and also stepping in behind him is a large mechanical bull. And since he's not with an opportunity attack, he's just going to take a couple steps back and just for flavor, break off the stick of the javelin and throw it on the ground. Next is Everly.
All right. I'm gonna move up just a little bit, kind of behind Iru.
Mhm.
So I'm be a little closer to everybody. And then I want to cast Tasha's Mind Whip to the dad.
Okay.
So he'll need to do an intelligence saving throw.
What do I need to beat?
15.
Oh, you got a 14.
Yay. Okay, so he's gonna take 16 damage.
Oof. To the mind.
Yes. And that'll do it for me.
Okay. His mechanical face doesn't really express pain, but you think you hurt him. Next is Sella.
From where I'm standing, that little girl looks like she's terrified.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, you're attacking her father.
yeah. I do have a sneaking suspicion he's not actually her father. Maybe. But she's going to be kind of traumatized. I want to get to her and get her out of danger.
Okay. She's being protected by 2 steel defenders.
Can you dispel steel defenders?
I don't believe so. I'm looking it up right now.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Produce steel defender. It doesn't say you can or cannot.
I'll leave
It's a
that up.
construct. Can you dispel a construct?
They are,
Like
health-
what?
are they animated by magic or just ears?
See, that's where it doesn't give me really enough of a description about it to say, because it is magical in nature, but I don't think you can dispel it.
We'll go with that.
Yeah. I wish X was here to give me some more clarity. I don't think so.
Okay. I'm gonna move out here a little bit just so I have line of sight on the dad. And I'm going to cast Shatter
Okay.
at 3rd level. And that's a Constitution 14 saving throw.
He rolled a natural 20.
He still takes 6 points of damage then.
Okay.
And I'm going to give a bardic inspiration to Rena. I don't have anything inspiring to say right now, though. I'm sorry. That ends my turn.
Okay. Next is the Steel Defender's turn. And one of them is going to go between the girl's legs and kind of pick her up like she's riding it. And the other one's going to, it sort of becomes almost like a spider-like shape and surrounds her in like a cocoon. Try and protect her. And then this whole unit is going to make its way out the door. Rena, you are close enough to make an opportunity attack. Do you want to swing at it? There's a little girl inside of it.
Swing at which one? Sorry.
Both the steel defenders and the little girl are moving as sort of a unit.
I don't want to injure her on accident. I could try and take a swing at the guard dog closest to me.
So she's sort of riding one, and the other one's a protective cocoon around her.
Okay.
So you might-
I don't know. I'm still afraid that I might injure her. I think I might skip. Yeah, because I don't want to hurt her on accident.
Okay. And yes, they can move. Oh, I accidentally took Rena with them. They will move out the door. Iru, it is now your turn.
Well, it looks like I'm out of punching range for everything. I think what Iru is going to do, he'll move in close and kind of have eyes for the bull, and then rage.
Okay.
I guess actually, I think I might have spear left. I do. So you will throw a spear at the bull,
Okay.
and that's an 11 to hit.
That does not hit.
All right, that'll do it, I guess.
Okay. Next is the bull's turn. And it's going to give a charge at you, Iru. I need you, I'm going to make an attack roll. Okay, I got to make the attack roll first. That's it. Four, that's a 16, a 24.
Yeah, that hits.
I need you to make a DC 16 strength saving throw.
Nope, got a 13.
You are trampled underneath the bull and knocked prone and take 20 points of damage.
Is that bludgeoning?
No, that is piercing from the horns. And you were just, yeah, you're just trampled underneath it. You don't take damage from that.
Okay, I still take half on piercing while enraged, so that'll be 10.
Okay.
Just a scratch.
Goes over you and is now pretty much right in front of Rena. Niken, you are next.
Okay, I'm gonna go inside, and I want to get this guy, the main guy, with Mind
Mhm.
Sliver. Let's see. You need to roll a intelligence check.
I got a 19.
Damn, yeah, you beat it. It doesn't do nothing.
Okay.
All
What
right,
else
my
would you
turn.
like to do?
That'll be it. Can't do
All right.
nothing.
Rena, it is back at the top with you.
All right, I am going to go up on this bull, and I'm gonna use my longsword and with divine smite
Okay.
on the second level.
Okay.
I got a 17.
Okay, that hits.
I got 26.
Damage. Wow.
Yeah, Divine Smite is pretty rad.
Yeah, you just take a chunk out of this mechanical bull. All right. Anything else you'd like to do, Rena?
No, that'll end my turn.
Okay. Next is the mechanical man. Being mind whip, he can only move or take an action. So he's going to move out the door. Before closing it, he'll just say, "Fools." The door slams behind him. You are now alone in the room with this giant mechanical bull. Everly, it is your turn.
Okay. Can I move to like right, like there-ish?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to move there, and then I'm going to cast my Agnazar's Scorcher.
Okay.
And so it's a big flame, and he needs to do a dex saving throw. 15.
You got a 13.
Awesome. All right. So he's going to take.
Being under the bowl, does Iru also have to make a dexterity saving throw while prone?
Oh, I forgot you're under it.
Wait, Agnazar Scorcher is a line, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a 5-foot line, and the bull went just past you. So actually, you are safe. You are just behind it.
Mm-hmm. All right, so it's going to be 20 damage.
Whew.
That's insane.
It is not looking good. Between that divine smite and the fire,
It's going down.
it is not the bull it once was.
All right, and that will end my turn.
Okay, Sella, you're next.
And go with another shatter. It needs to make a Constitution 14 saving throw.
Oh, I got a 16.
Okay, still takes half damage, so I got 17. That would be 7.
Okay.
And that ends my turn.
It is not looking good. Almost looks like a mechanical bull corpse, yet still animated. Most of the bull meat has been blasted off. Iru, it is your turn.
All right, Iru is going to stand up. And now being behind the bull, do I have flanking?
Yes.
And what does that just give me advantage?
I believe so.
It should.
Yeah.
All right, and that's just the best of 2 dice rolls, right?
Yep.
$27 to hit
Yeah, that hits.
for 17 damage.
It's still hanging on. Not looking good.
All right, let's do it again. 15 to hit.
That one just misses.
We'll go for that last one, 20 to hit. Dirty Unicorn.
Okay, how much damage do you do?
8.
It had 7 left. How do you want to do this?
Looks like I'm castrating this mechanical bull. I'm behind it, so.
Okay.
You want some metal Rocky Mountain oysters?
Dude, they're like truck nuts.
Save them for Ami.
You should make a necklace out of it.
Just these giant metal
We can
truck
hang them on
nuts
the
bolted
cart.
onto the back of that small dog.
No, he could eat them. Doesn't he eat metal? Where am I getting that from?
I like that. Well,
Or we could always, hang them off the back of our cart.
That's a bit gauche.
Like the rednecks we are.
Yeah.
So, Iru will castrate the mechanical bull, and still has movement remaining. So he's going to go for the door where the mechanical man went.
Okay, you find that door to be locked.
I'm all out of attacks. Iru can't smash yet. Although, no, are we still in initiative?
You are out of initiative now. There appears to be no enemies around.
I would say in the blinding rage, he was not thinking of heating the metal or anything yet, but he's going to try smashing with the hammer on the lock.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
19.
Okay, how much damage do you do?
Uh, 12.
You knock the handle off, but the door is still quite intact.
Would you like a hand?
You don't knock the handle off as much as you flatten the handle flush with the door.
Yeah, I guess let's try heating this up. But he was not exactly coherent at the moment, so I think it'll be like more of a that I hope you can take as a yes.
Yeah.
We've been around each other long enough. I get it.
You think
Alright.
it's half orc is saying.
I don't know. He just
What'd you get this time, Iru?
Has the metal been sufficiently heated?
Are you
I appeared the metal.
all right?
25.
You knock the door off its hinges, revealing the hallway beyond, which is empty as far down as you can see. And from behind you guys, you hear a dragonborn scream, but in a much higher register than your Parthanax. You think it might be the person you're sent after. And on that, we'll take a break. We'll be back 10, 15 minutes. Get your Wheaties,
Okay.
your mini wheats, cup of coffee.
Copy.
Cool.
Nicey, NATO.
So Sella, I looked it up in the ruling from Jeremy Crawford, rules designer of Dungeons and Dragons, an artificer's steel defender isn't a spell, a magic item, or an effect labeled by magical by rule. So no, you can't dispel it. It's not affected by an anti-magic field.
Okay.
Things like that.
Not good. I can keep that in mind for future stuff. We also know nobody can ever disenchant Ami, which is awesome.
Right.
Thank you for looking that up for me. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I was thinking out. Have you guys seen Sucker Punch?
A very long time ago.
I love that movie. And I love the soundtrack. Soundtrack's badass. But I'd never really thought about like my Blade song. until you just asked earlier, like what it like in my mind, what happens, I never really thought about it. But I was thinking about it kind of like in Sucker Punch, like when she turns on the music and then she like starts swaying and then she becomes a badass and starts fighting all these like things, That's totally it. It's not Mortal Kombat. Nope. I've rethought that now. And now y'all need to go watch Sucker Punch if you've never seen it. It's highly underrated. I loved it though. And Zack Snyder's thinking to do a director's cut of it.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
I think I was actually 18 when I saw that.
Yeah, it's
I
been
will-
a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it though.
Okay. Are we all back? Ready to jack? Okay.
So-
We just heard a dragonborn-ish scream from opposite way you guys are looking, the way the mechanical man, who would appear to be his daughter, disappeared. Just a quick look around in the room where you are is the rod of planar binding within its security shell and cooling case. There is a diagram on the wall that does have a somewhat simple map of the facility. And
Is it like a paper map or is it a relief map?
like a painted on the wall, like you are, like a zoo map, like you are here. Here's the rhinos, little rhino. So let me see if I can do this. You really zoom out to the whole map. Up at the top, there's the vaults where people have stored their valuables. To the top left is the rental office. There's an unlabeled room off to the right. The exit, it says, is all the way to the right. Is there anything I'm missing? Oh yeah, complaints department entrance is right there.
I'm going to make a quick sketch of this map. Then
I will
to the
leave
best
the display areas revealed for you.
to the best of our ability, what direction did that scream come from?
The exit, all the far right, bottom right of the map.
So through those suits of armor?
Yes.
Are the suits of armor on this map on the wall?
No, but you guys saw those as you walked past.
Okay, cool. Do we go after the girl and her dad, or do we go after the scream, guys?
Does it look like the rod is still being messed with now that they've left?
Well, he hasn't opened the security case around it yet. It appears he was missing something. Some sort of key.
Well, I heard we can get those at the rental office.
Ari, you're a genius.
Hey, so in that fancy book that you got, does it talk about anything about this?
Mm-hmm.
The fancy book talked about the security case.
Yeah. Or this rod?
It mentioned, okay, so it was the basic operator's manual. So yes, it mentioned you might want to put this in a security case, but this was bought aftermarket. This is
Okay.
the facility's design.
No, there was nothing in the book on this specific type of mechanism.
And Nike, by looking at it, it's a specific kind of key. Like you wouldn't know how to begin to lockpick this.
So that means we can't go this way, guys.
If we head right
Well,
up,
that's just around the case. You guys busted open both doors out of here.
Okay.
So the plan is still to remove the rod ourselves and get the hell out, right?
yes, we do still have to find that other dragonborn, though.
And yeah, but that's before we rip it out and tear the place down. How much time do we have left?
2 days ish. No, oh, wait, you guys rested, so another day and a half.
We could conceivably take one more long rest.
Yes.
I say we don't. I don't think we need the rest right away. Maybe the scream we go after that could get us closer to getting the key to open this thing, because it seems like the metal guy didn't have it. Otherwise, it'd be out of there by now.
You give me an insight check.
7.
You might be hungry.
Sure, go for one of those ales again, even if it is a lager.
All the worst ones.
Well, I'm not entirely sure which we should do first. We have to have the dragonborn. We also have to have that key. But one of them is screaming. So maybe go after that one?
He might
It
have
makes
a key
sense to
too.
me. Am I hungry?
Am I hungry? I don't know. Are you? I'm gonna give you some rations.
I don't. I think I am. Like, I couldn't figure it out.
Just
Just
eat anything.
full, so probably.
Yeah. You know, when in doubt, just make sure your blood sugar's up, that sort of thing.
Would anyone else like to give me an insight roll?
Mike and
I'll
Ken.
do an insight roll.
I
Niken,
got
what's
23.
that's better.
Okay.
23.
Every door you guys have come across, except for that secret passage so far, has had a key connected to considerable lock blocking it. The exit would probably be no different. You might want to go somewhere where you guys can get through doors more easily, seeing as smashing through them, heating them up and smashing through them might get tiring.
Yeah, I can't do that all day. It does still use a spell slot for me, so that is kind of exhausting.
That makes sense. I can whack stuff with a hammer all day, but can't have it heated every time.
The mental strain, you know. Did we go after the key
Kind
then?
of grunts, just holding the hammer. Doesn't want to hear about strain.
Okay then.
It sounds like the plan is to go for the screaming, right?
The
Yeah.
key or the screaming?
I
Screaming?
like the screaming.
Okay.
Maybe the screaming will lead us to a key.
Perhaps. Let's do it.
Okay. So you're off to the far right side of the map. Everybody gets through the bricks. You do come to a corridor with suits of armor on either side. There are some grates on the floor. And at the very far end of this hallway, and this is new since the last time you guys were here. Let me make sure you guys can see it. There is a slumped over, dead, very bloodied human adventurer.
Brutal.
So, these suits of armor, do they look like they may become animated?
Yeah, yours got the same.
Oh yeah, it's the. You guys have been here before. It's the same ones.
Fuck.
I'm gonna say you guys think about this before you step in front of them.
You know, guys, I think we might need to think about this a little bit, just for a second.
And I also remember, you guys recall from last time, they were stupid tough, very hard to hit, as it's just armor.
I think we might need that key.
I'm not sure what the key would do for us with suits armor. Do we like put the key in the armor to be like stop attacking me?
Can I do an investigation to see if there's any way to allegedly disarm these things?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Can I do an insight check just to see if maybe if they can see me when I'm in stealth mode?
You can make an insight check, Nigan.
I got a 17.
Okay. With that investigation check,
I got a 20 on insight.
I'm gonna reveal a little bit more of the map. Just like a little bit. Yeah. You could go around it.
Oh, do I see that on the sketch that I
Yeah,
made?
so you already looked at a map, and with your investigation check, you look at your journal. I should have done this earlier.
Oh, I've been silly. I'm sorry, everyone. We can just go around it.
Woo! Phew.
You
That's
have to. Everybody would have to jump over the spike traps again. We can just do it in one.
Unicorn.
You make it look easy.
For a second time.
I got a 16 this time.
That works.
I remembered. I learned from my first mistake.
Yeah.
That's 25 from both Iru and Rena.
Good Lord.
14 for Niken.
That works.
Cool.
Fool you once.
All right, it's this way.
So once you get to that hallway, you see that this hallway also has suits of armor.
Motherfucker.
Son of a bitch!
Ah, it's so good. I'm dying at my own joke. But there is another hallway behind you guys, and you could go up to the rental office, which that leads up to.
I'm gonna take a look.
Between the rental office and the suits of armor, the office doesn't sound too bad.
I'd rather deal with a secretary than a suit of armor. Yes.
Well, we're lucky. It's the secretary's day off, more than likely. Nobody's here.
Yeah, we can just raid the office. That would actually be ideal.
Half of me is very excited at the idea of raiding.
All right. So a few of you get across the bricks, and then you notice that there's something yellowy and moving within the bricks. None of you got it on your shoe this time, but you've awoken something in the bricks.
Okay. Knowledge history.
Yeah, go ahead. I like that.
17. 22.
It looks like yellow ochre. Imagine a gelatinous cube, but it's not a cube. It's more of a puddle, and it eats through anything non-magical, armor, weapons. It just dissolves them.
Everybody run. This way, come on.
Yeah, let's just get away from that.
Okay, once you get to that corridor, I will reveal all of this hallway. Ahead of you is the rental office with the door blown off its hinges. There's the hallway leading to the vaults, which looks to be pretty clear. At the far end, there is a large, very shiny lever. And there's a dead goblin on a grate, yes. And there seems to be a very shiny mace laying on the grate as well.
Shiny, and I can use it to hit people.
That's a good combo.
Can I do my rope and mage hand thing again on the mace?
How much can Mage
10
Hand
pounds.
get again?
Just 10 pounds.
One moment. Does anyone have a mace in their equipment? How much does a mace weigh? I feel like somebody does.
I just looked it up in the equipment. It is 4 pounds if it's a common, regular old mace.
Yes. It looks magical, but yeah, no, you could totally do that. You
So
could probably
if
just grab, you could just grab it
Yeah.
with Mage Hand, actually.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll pick it up and give it to Eru.
As soon as you shift the weight, that whole grate just bursts on fire, just like a wall of flame for about 3 seconds, and then it goes off.
Oh boy.
I still got the mace though, right?
Oh yeah, mace is fine.
Okay, cool.
Hot mace.
Cool. Here, Eru, and then I hand it to you.
Thanks, buddy.
Said it looked magical.
Is there anything? Now, is there anything particularly interesting about this here mace that I'm holding?
It is a very exquisite make. It has a goldish hue, but you don't think it's actually made of gold. Maybe just an enchantment to look like that.
Hey, Eru, can I look at that for a second?
Eru will pass it off to Sella.
I'm gonna cast Identify.
Yeah, it's a +1 mace.
All right. This is a good
Okay.
mace.
Of exquisite connection.
And it's magical, which means technically you can beat up that yellow goo with it.
Ooh.
Goo.
Shall we continue?
Mace.
Okay.
So,
So
sorry. In the rental office, there's a very ornate desk with no one behind it. Behind, there's a, looks like it was a stone case smashed all over the floor. There is what looks to be a warhammer of the same make and manufacture laying on the ground. Also in the corner, there's a rack of javelins and a halberd. They look to be just common items. Looks like someone was already here and smashed most, like the key box, and grabbed a few of them. There's a key for one of the vaults, something labeled a mysterious key, and then the exit key.
I'll grab the keys. Hold on to all of them.
just thinking about it, it looks like that metal guy got here before we did.
Yep.
To finish that fight.
Eru's gonna pick up the shiny hammer
Mhm.
and then give it to Stella again and be like, "Do you think this is the same?"
Without casting Identify, it looks like the same thing, but Warhammer form.
I can safely say it's probably the same thing. You can beat up that goo with it.
In which case, Rena, would you like this hammer? I've already got a nice magic hammer. If you'd like this one,
Is a hammer a two-handed weapon?
it's both. versatile.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Cool.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. Is there anything else in that desk?
Yeah, there is what is it? A flask of everlasting water, or no? Did I say it right?
Flask of everlasting water? Or a
It's something similar in that name. It's a magical item.
replenishing flask?
No.
I'm not sure.
You can open it and water infinitely pours out in different amounts. I'm trying to find it. I guess I didn't write that one down. Other than that, no. There's some basic supplies, some stationery, pens.
No notes or letters?
Uh, no.
Okay.
Decanter of endless water.
That's a keeper.
You can open it and say one of the three following magic command words. Stream produces 1 gallon of water. Fountain produces 5 gallons of water. And geyser produces 30 gallons of water that gushes forth in a geyser 30 feet long and 1 foot wide. And there's some more stuff to it, but that's the basics of it.
Do you guys mind if I hang on to this?
Take it.
Sweet.
So the key, the vault that you guys get the key for is the one all the way down at the end. Called Vault D.
It looks like we get to choose between goop and armor guys or the fire grate.
You might be able to use your new water toy to Mario Sunshine, the water to the fire.
You know what? That's worth a shot. Oh, right. Come down here. And I'm going to take a random piece of armor out of my bag. And actually, I'm going to take Pride and Prejudice out of my bag. I'm going to throw it. And hopefully that incites the fire.
Yeah. So if you want to use your geyser setting on your decanter to sort of blast a stream through the fire, everyone will just need to make a dexterity check to get through the fire.
All right. You ready, guys?
Let's do it.
Okay. I turn on the geyser.
$18 for Nikon.
You get through?
I got a 15 for Rena.
That makes it.
I got a 12.
Okay, you're going to take what would be half damage from the trap. You take 4 points of burning damage.
Okay.
is a whopping 6 from Eru.
You'd also take 4 points of burning damage.
Yay!
Okay, so now that you guys are in this hallway, you can see into the vaults as the door sort of has a window in it. The one nearest to you has 4 sort of, looks like magically burning piles of coals in the corners and a vial in a jar in the center. Very like Beauty and the Beast, how he's got that rose in that jar, like that. The next one is filled with chests and treasure. You see a sword in there. The third one has a dead goblin, a grate in the floor, and a shield up against the wall that appears to be talking to itself. And then the very last vault, the one that you have a key for, Rennet, you'll find this particularly interesting. There's a statue in there from that temple I mentioned earlier that was sacked. This temple has been, or this statue's been missing from your religion for 50 years. This is an infinitely priceless artifact. It's also like 1.5 times the size of Eru, but you need this. It can't be here.
Hey guys, I might need your help. So there's the statue, right? And yeah, just go look at it.
Is it anything like those statues we saw last week or yesterday?
No. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave that to Renna. It's her god.
You know, that would be super cool, but I think that would not end well. So, no, I know for a fact that this won't come back to life.
Oh, it also is not very well endowed.
Yeah.
There we go.
Brenna has very Everly has very specific taste in statuary.
Yeah.
This was
So
a
I don't
modest
particularly
detail.
like the statue, but if you like it, I get it. I won't judge.
Different strokes. Now you'll notice that the treasure is kind of heaped up in the middle, and there are some various labeled crates in here. One is labeled folding boat. There's another one that says lantern of revealing, and in parentheses it says depressed. There is every rogue's dream in one. Another one says marvelous pigments. And then there's another closed chest that just appears to have some treasure.
Oh, goodness. All right, so you guys want to break all this stuff open?
Yeah.
Yep. Not freaking out, by the way. With excitement.
Do you just want to like Scrooge McDuck through it? Like as you guys are like walking to these chests, you're knee deep in coinage.
Just because I know things can be tricky, I'm going to pick up a handful of gold and put my hand into my bag of holding.
Well, it's real.
I was about to ask, is this going to turn to dust when it goes into the bag?
No, this is like someone's hoard.
Guys, this is real.
There's a labeled a +2 shield in the corner.
Paladin.
How much more room do I conceivably have in my bag of holding? Oh no.
Do you want to just go in for a scoop again?
I guess.
Yeah, you know, however you want to do. This is more coinage than everyone here could carry. You've hit a unique situation where you've hit so much riches that you guys couldn't carry it out, and you know that there's dangers ahead. You might have to think of something clever. The folding boat, for instance, if you use its command word, folds out into a 15-person small ship.
Oh
Would
my
fill the
god.
entire home.
Back up. Does it fold back up with everything in it?
Oh, no. You just have a boat filling the room. I'm just suggesting ideas here.
That's freaking awesome, though.
I mean, that could be very useful and very we could sell that for quite a bit too.
The marvelous
think
pigments
Keep it.
are a set of 4 pots of paint that when you paint a picture becomes real. If it can't be worth more than 25 gold pieces, so let's say you paint a pile of diamonds, up close inspection, they're made of like bone or something like that. But yeah, there's things like that in here.
What's the running cost for a spell of Dimension Door? Or a scroll of Dimension Door?
I don't think there's a spell dealer in this vault.
No, but I could paint a picture.
No, that you can't paint a picture of a spell to then. No, it would be way more than 25 gold pieces.
Oh, okay. It was worth a shot. A second
Can
bag
I
would
can
be way too much too.
check out that rogue thing?
Yeah, every rogue's dream.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, and
inside,
let's see what
crack
that
it open. There's a pair of black gloves, and they appear to move a little bit. Symbiote suit sort of look, like got that venom sort of moving thing going on to it.
Can I put it on?
Do you want to?
Yep.
Okay. They are called living gloves. You'll find that in your equipment finder. So weird. Can't look it up in the rules. I have to do it in my character sheet.
There's a bunch of them.
Yeah,
Like a
I've
dozen.
just seen that now.
That's crazy.
I was thinking the sleight of hand ones. But you'll notice they can't remove them now.
I don't see that sleight of hand one.
You just keep scrolling down. Now you're crazy efficient at picking people's pocket, but there might be unfortunate consequences of symbiote gloves.
That's pretty cool. I dig it.
Can everybody make me a perception check?
Unicorn?
Syken got 22.
19 for Miru.
I got a 14 from Rona.
10.
Technical 27.
Everly, with that score, this is a lot of treasure. You're just thinking about how you can bling out your room, how you can, what you can do with all these diamonds and jewels. Everyone else, there's something moving by your feet in the treasure, sort of snaking through it. And the walls appear to be closing in a little bit.
Pull the lever.
A head just covered in gold coins, looks to be some sort of snake, pops up, pokes around, hisses, and then dives back into the treasure. And the walls continue to close a little bit. And that's what we'll pick up next week. You guys are in a treasure compactor.
I had a feeling this was going to be like Aladdin.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he's running with the Star Wars motif.
Yeah. he
Yeah,
is.
that's true. I just when I walked in, we walked in, I was thinking Aladdin, like 100%.
No, I definitely thought of Aladdin too, where like I don't know, especially in like the Kingdom Hearts games of Aladdin, there's like so much treasure around, but you just can't get it, you know, it's just there.
It's incredibly frustrating.
Yeah.
Oh, no. We have to save that statue as quickly as possible.
I could shrink it, make it
Yeah, I was
small
gonna
so it
say
can
that.
fit in the bag.
Oh,
If
Rena,
it's,
that is haram. Oh, I mean, you could, but that's the holiest of the holy there.
I mean, we haven't seen this for a long time in our church, so like either way, we got to get this out of here.
Tiny is better than crushed.
Yeah.
Very true.
for sure. All right.
So DM, I'm reading this thing.
Mhm.
Can you mute yourself? It says, while attuned to these gloves, you are proficient with sleight of hand, and when you make an ability check using it, you add double your proficiency bonus.
Yep.
You will pick every lock.
So, yeah. So I'm basically guaranteed, right? Because my sleight of hand is already at 10, so that's 20 automatically.
It doesn't double your whole
Oh.
thing.
Okay.
You would add another proficiency bonus. So what's your proficiency bonus?
Where's that? Oh, it's 3.
So
So,
it'd be a plus 13.
okay, I got you. Oh, that's cool.
Because you are already proficient with sleight of hand, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Okay, so it'd just be 13 automatically, and then whatever I roll.
Yeah, you have a plus 13 to sleight of hand.
That's pretty cool.
So even a 1, provided someone said, "Oh, because it's a 1, you don't get it," it'd still be a 14, which can pick most people's pockets.
Yeah.
You roll a nat 20, you automatically roll a 33.
Yeah. Mhm.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I like it.
They're venom gloves of picking people's pockets.
They don't also make you murder people, do they?
We'll find out.
Oh no.
They're classified under a cursed item.
Am I the only one that took something in this room?
What?
Oh, no. I was just gonna say I was gonna take that shield because it looked
Yeah.
very nice and shiny.
Yeah, it's a
like that.
+2 shield. And in the vault before, I said it quickly, but there was a shield that was talking to itself.
You don't want that.
Damn it. The pigments. I wanna paint a door.
See, it would be like a fake door though, because it would be a real door, but it wouldn't go anywhere. So you'd paint a door and then open it, and it would just be the wall on the other side. It'd be a real fake door.
What if I painted
And-
over the original door?
I'm sorry.
What if I painted over the original door? Would
Then
it be
you
a
just
door?
open a door, it'd be the closed door.
No, because it's painted on the door.
I think you might be able to paint paint what's on the other side of the door on the door.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever painted in real life?
Yes.
You know how long it takes?
So it couldn't be simple shapes. It'd have to be like realism.
The other side.
Okay.
And let's look through some rules here to see exactly, because I think you're onto something. You could, not to spoil it, you could paint yourself a key to the door.
But
And
would it have to be
Niken said, I just see irrigating the paint, like finger painting instead. like just I don't know, making stick figures and stuff.
You might have a gala.
Me no hi, me no hi. Oh goodness. Oh well, that won't work.
Wait, no, Stella, you can do that. When you complete the painting, the object or terrain feature depicted becomes a real non-magical object. Thus, painting a door on a wall creates an actual door that can be opened to whatever is beyond.
Okay.
Painting a pit on the floor creates a real pit, and its depth counts as the total area of the object you create. So I guess
Really powerful.
how long it take we could give it some sort of roll about how long it takes you to make something like this. Using it as something in combat might take you a couple of turns to paint something like that. But yeah, you could definitely do something with that.
So she wanted to paint the key that opens the case that the rod's in. Would she have to know what that key looks like, or do you think she could look at the lock and kind of more or less figure out what shape it needs to be?
She could paint a key with the intention of it being for that door, and it would work. I will, once we switch it back over to the other DM, we'll leave that up to him. But with the exception of a few particular ones that are magical in nature to defy this sort of thing, but any common lock, yeah, if you had the sort of intention for it, yeah.
Cool.
It's too powerful.
I have, maybe since you have a whiteboard, Sella, you have to draw the object on your whiteboard, and however long it takes you is however many, we'll divide it by 6, that's however many rounds it takes you to do it. How long does it take you to draw a realistic dungeon through a door? No, that doesn't work. No. No.
Okay. I tried. So realistic, like it has to have like boards and hinges and a
I don't know how artistic you are. I was thinking it'd have to have 3D shape. Like you'd have to give it a third dimension. If you're not a person that's really good at drawing, I don't want to put you that.
I can doodle with the best of them, but I'm not.
I kind of like though that the door. It's like the SpongeBob door. Like it's not going to be the perfect door. It's like all crooked and whatnot. Maybe okay. What would you say that takes 3 rounds? That was 18 seconds. I feel like I'm being generous.
It was about 10.
So 2 rounds of uninterrupted concentration, provided nothing smears your paint.
That's fair. I'll take that. Cover me, I have to paint something. This is going to be ridiculous.
The party's fighting this treasure snake. You're like, hold on, I gotta finish the doorknob. It needs highlights.
Stella, what the fuck are you doing? Just give me a second.
I'm starting over, guys. Hold on.
You can't rush art. Goodness. Anyway, we're not doing that this session, right? We're
No, we'll
done.
pick up next week in the treasure pit. You guys will have plenty of time to think about your preferred manner of exit, and what to do. So you're not crushed underneath all this treasure. This would be like Parthanax's way to die. You might be cool with that. Like, because
Smothered
for
by
him, gold is comfortable. It'd be like being squeezed to death by comfortable pillows or something.
the suffocation thing, still a little bit much.
It'd be really comfy until it got really uncomfortable.
And then be dead.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to sign off, guys.
Word.
Have a
I'll
nice
catch all you guys next week.
All right. Yeah. See you guys next week. We're gonna-
Bye.
Look at the camera.
Yeah.
We'll edit to at the end. Bye.